Hello Internet, my name is Hazel from Hazelnuttygames. It's actually Saturday, so we're gonna do a quick vlog time. And I was thinking I might just keep these on Saturdays. Saturdays are a perfectly convenient time for me to record them now. There's no longer like crazy stuff going on. I have my own room with a door that I can, we can sit down and do this. So we might just do these on Saturdays. It may switch between Friday and Saturday depending on the schedule, but for now, I think I'm just gonna say that vlogs are gonna be Saturdays and we'll work from there. So this week in WoW, a couple things happened. Nothing news-wise. News-wise, it has been a very quiet week for WoW. They've laid down the groundwork for the token, but it still hasn't gone live yet. And honestly, I'm kind of starting to not care about it. The April Fools came and went this week, and the April Fools patch notes were delightful as always. I'm always impressed with the amount of humorous patch notes they're able to come up with. I wonder if there's they've got just this Dropbox that they fill up throughout the year with topical humor, and then they just kind of build it up over time, because that's a lot, it's a big read, but those are very fun. I'm glad it's over. You can never trust anything you read on the internet during April Fools, and something always gets me, so maybe next year I'll just go for a walk or something. I finally got my 4-piece, on the same week I might add as some people that started raiding with us 2 weeks ago, but whatever. I finally got my 4-piece. So over the next week or so, I do want to put together some Shadow Priest videos. They just kind of show basics of what you can do in different bosses, what the rotations are with different pieces of 4-piece, and to talk a little bit about stats, stuff like that. Having said that, there is an excellent Shadow Priest guide by Dry that just went up recently that's going to cover basically the same things I'm talking about. I'll throw a link to that down in the description of this video if I can find it again, because that had some excellent Shadow Priest info for anybody that's been waiting for that, so I'll throw a link down there. What else happened? I finally improved my arena rating in this season on both my druid and my hunter. I managed to scrape my way all the way up to 1600 with running some pugs and meeting some people, and that's been really fun. I know 1600 is not a very impressive rating, but hey, I'm happy and I'm not stopping there. I'm gonna keep working on it. So, next 1600 today, next step glad. That's how that works, right? So next week, the third season of Diablo, we have Diablo Season 3 starting on this next Friday. And I think my friends talked me into playing it, and I might stream some of it. I was thinking of doing a Witch Doctor, and all three of us that are planning on playing it this time, I think, are all doing int-based classes, so we should be able to share gear. And I'm a little reluctant because it didn't turn out to be that much fun last time, and Diablo, I have this weird relationship with Diablo 3. It's very fun, and it's a nice mindless game, but there's always a point where I realize just how much of a Skinner box it is, and even though it's the exact same loot grind as any other game that I play, for some reason in Diablo it just sticks out to me exactly how grindy the grind is. So we'll see how that goes. I'm sure it'll be fun for at least a weekend. I do always enjoy leveling over again, and I've got some fun people that I'm gonna play with, and I might stream some of it, and it should be a reasonably good time. I haven't really done a whole lot with Witch Doctor at Endgame, so maybe I just haven't found my class yet. You never know. I have been still plugging away at Bloodborne. I haven't made the most massive progress on it because I'm not putting as much time into it as some people. And also it's hard as rocks. It's hard as big, tough, obstacle butt rocks. That's not a word. But it is, I feel like it's actually more, I feel like it's more difficult than Dark Souls 2, but then again, Dark Souls 2 is also very difficult the first time. The first time you play the game is always going to be just absolutely mind-numbing. Not mind-numbing, mind-stabbing. It's going to be really rough. But then after you finish it the first time, and then you want to try out different builds, you want to do challenge runs, and you want to do, all bosses, speed run crap, that's when it gets really good. So I'm still working on this first playthrough. I'm still streaming all of it. I'm going to stream some of it today, but I don't know if I'm going to get this vlog uploaded until the evening, so maybe it already happened in the future. Just keep an eye on the Twitter if you're interested in catching the Bloodborne streams, because I always tweet before they happen, and I always tweet when I plan to have them, because they kind of intersperse with the WoW streams a little bit. And we have some time for some questions. So, from last week's vlog, Jake Fio wants to know, do you think Mistweaver monks are a viable healing choice for raiding? Nice and straightforward. So I would say Mistweaver monks, absolutely viable for raiding. There is a large number of top-tier guilds that have used Mistweaver monks on their roster for mythic raiding, progression raiding, world first kills. I think I didn't check those rosters, but I'm fairly certain that there's Mistweaver monks in all different levels of raiding, so they're definitely viable. Having said that, they are a bit of a challenge. I messed with the Mistweaver monk myself. I haven't gotten one all the way up to 100, but I've messed with them a bit, and I've done some reading on how they work at 100. And I think if you are used to healing on your other standard healing classes, like maybe you've played a paladin or a priest or a shaman or a druid or whatever, and you're already a healer and you're thinking of getting into Mistweaver Monk healing, it's the most different feeling style of healing, especially if you start working at min-maxing your numbers and finding good points in time to fistweave and crap like that. So I think they probably, and I'm not like making a huge statement that I'm going to stand behind and fight people to death over in the comments, but I do think that they have the highest skill cap of any healer, and you can do very well once you reach that skill cap. So if you're looking for a challenge that you want to sink a lot of time into and do a bunch of research, and you really want to be the very best like no one ever was, then Mistweaver is absolutely a very valid choice. But if you're just looking for if you've never healed and you kind of want to start on something new, I mean, you certainly go for it, but they're different. They're a little bit tougher. They're not hard per se, but it's a very different style of healing. And True Champ of Trance wants to know, do your guildies know that you're a YouTuber and that you do WoW pet battles? So, they do know. It's not a secret. It's also not something I tell to new guildies whenever we recruit somebody. I don't really bring it up because that's just an awkward self-plugging conversation. But most of the main crew knows that I do YouTube. I believe they stay very far away from my videos and my streams just because they listen to me chat enough of it. They don't need to go find more of that. They do know that I'm a WoW pet battle person, and for a while I was kind of the resource, the guild question answer of any pet battle questions, but I think I was a little bit too cranky, and now they're a little scared of me. So they know, but they're not like part of they don't like show up to streams or like watch all the videos or anything, or at least if they do, they haven't told me about it, and then I'd be a little, I don't know. It's like that's a whole like the guild is a whole separate thing, and I try to keep that as individually separate from the YouTube and the Twitch stuff as I can. So they know, but the short answer is that they know, but I don't think they care. And that's how I like it. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions you would like answered on a Saturday vlog, just leave them as a comment on the most recent vlog, because that is the only one I check. If you leave comments on older ones, I don't get that. So comment on the most recent vlog. And yeah, I hope you all had a fantastic week, and I hope you have a great weekend and a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye!